Good morning, students. In our last class, we have completed the lesson My Childhood, and we have completed the grammar, vocabulary, and writing part of that lesson. And students, I have given you homework from the last lesson My Childhood. The writing part, I have given you the homework, but still I didn't received any work from your end, and I want you to complete them, and I want you to send me without fail. So today we are moving to the B reading, and the name of the lesson is A Plea for India. So if you see in your textbook, A Plea for India. We Indians are proud to be a strong nation. Our roots, we declare, cannot be shaken. Then why these fights which leave us in poor plight, irrespective of our region? Forget the caste which makes us lose our charm. Let's ignore the selfish call of each region and listen for once to the call of the nation. Why do we spend our time bickering when someone when some when so many tasks need finishing? Don't we have better things to do than indulge in creating problems anew? Is all this violence needed with the people being cheated? Who will return this only son whom she loves a ton? Who will bring back his brother whose ashes he is still to gather? Where has all the love gone which resided in the heart of all? There is no reason to be proud and be on high cloud. We have to go a long way. We have to think seriously, else we end up miserably. Then let our minds throw out the rot and devote our time to pious thoughts. Let us control the riots which leave us with no choice but to hang our heads in shame and say, we have miserably failed. We have the power to win. So, why not end this din? Let us unite and fight against those who incite. Let us not to be misled by those who want to see us dead. We are a strong united nation. All we need is a bit of dedication. So what did you understand from this poem? Yes, it is. Plea means respect. Respect for nation or respect for India. So this poem is written in respect towards our nation by the poet. So here what the poet is telling is, we Indians are proud to be a strong nation. He is telling that we all Indians are to be we are means we should be proud that our nation is a strong nation. And he is telling our roots means basic source or origin of something, and we declare means we announce, cannot be shaken. So how much we are strong means no one can shake means disturb our unity or our strength of this nation. Then why these fights? Then he is telling, though we are strong, then why these fights are happening which leave us in poor plight? Plight means trouble or a difficult or sad situation. So the poet is telling that though we are this much strong, why these fights are happening and why it is leaving us in difficult situations. And he is telling, irrespective of our region, irrespective of means regardless of or without taking account of, means from which region you belong, all those things we shouldn't count. And also he's telling to forget the caste, and which makes us lose our charm means the power of quality of attracting others. So if we see, means if we start counting, this particular person belongs to particular area, region means area, and also seeing whether this person belongs to which caste. He may be Hindu, he may be Christian, or he may be Muslim or Sikh, whatever. If we start counting these things, we will lose our what? We will lose our power of quality of attracting others. So the poet is telling, let's ignore the selfish call of each region. So what he is telling, ignore means neglect or pay no attention. So he is telling to neglect the selfish call of each region and listen for once to the call of the nation. So he is telling, don't think of the what he's telling, not to be selfish, means you shouldn't be selfish thinking that no, I belong to this particular region, nor I belong to this particular caste. We should neglect those things to which region we belong and to which caste we belong, and we all should listen to only one thing, that is call of the nation. And why do we spend our time bickering? Bickering means backbiting or arguing about things that are not important. So he's telling, we spend a lot of our time in things which are not important, and when so many tasks needed finishing. So task means a work to be completed. So though we have so much to complete, but we people will be spending time in which are not important. I also then indulge, don't we have better things to do? So he's telling, means instead of wasting our time in arguing the things which are not important, don't we have better thing to do? And then indulge in creating problems anew. Indulge means take pleasure in or make a fuss of. So he's telling, than indulging means than taking a pressure on something and creating problems. Anew means additionally, no, or one more, means already there are some problems which are prevailing in the nation, and we people, instead of solving them, we are sitting and discussing on the topics which are not important, and we are creating still more problems to the already prevailing thing. So is all this violence needed? Violence means fighting or cruelty. So the poet is asking, is this cruelty is required for us? So with the people being cheated, so by cheating the people, do we need any this type of violence? Who will return this only son whom she loves a ton? So he is asking, who will give back her son? Means a mother has lost a son in these fights. So who will return him to the mother? Because she loves a ton, means the mother loves her son a lot. So who will give her son back? No one. So who will bring back his brother, whose ashes he is still to gather? Here the poet is asking, who will return his brother? Means a sibling has lost his brother, and he has to gather means collect his brother's ashes. So, who will give his brother back? No one. So, which resided in the heart of all. Sorry, where has all the love gone? So, the poet is asking, where has all the love is gone? Where the love is gone? And he's telling which resided in the heart of all. Resided means belong to a person or a body. So he's telling that love is resided in everyone's heart. So what happened? No one means he's telling what happened to that love. There is no reason to be proud. He's telling we don't have any reason to be proud. And be on high cloud means having strong feelings of happiness or satisfaction. So he's telling that we don't have any strong feelings of happiness or satisfaction, means for which reason we will be happy, he is asking. And we have to go a long way, and we have to think seriously. He's telling that we have to travel still a long way, and we should think very seriously, else we end up miserably. He's telling, or else if we don't think about this situation seriously, we have to finish very sadly. Then let our minds throw out the rot. Rot means bad things. He's telling that let our minds throw the rot means to remove all those bad thoughts from our mind, and devote our time to pious things means virtuous or moral things. So the poet is telling to remove all the bad things from our mind and give to devote means to think only about the moral thoughts, means he's telling that we should have only moral thoughts in our mind, and he is asking us to throw all the bad things from the mind. And let us control the roids. Roids means violent disturbances, and he is telling we have to control those violence violent disturbances which leave us with no choice. He's telling that we don't have any choice, because we have to control those violent disturbances, but to hang our heads in shame. He's telling we don't, these fights has left us to hang our heads in shame and say we have miserably failed. And also it is telling us that because of these violent disturbances, it has led us to feel ashamed and to have a miserable means I told you sadly or in a mean way. So they have failed in uh, protecting our nation with unity. So we have the power to win. He's telling that we have the power to win. So why not end this din? Din means disturbance. So if these disturbances are going on continuing, we can't raise our head with happiness. We have to be sad, and we have to hang our heads with shame. So but he is telling, the poet is telling that but still we have the power to win. And he is telling why can't we end these disturbances? So for that he is telling let us unite, means everyone, we all will be united, means come together and fight against those who incite. So he's telling we all get united and we'll be fighting against to those who encourage somebody to be violent by making angry. And let us not be misled. And he's telling we'll not get misled, and we'll all will be with one word, and we'll fight against those who create these disturbances, but those who wanted to see us dead. Let us not be misled by those who wanted to see us dead. So we shouldn't be misled by people who want to see us dead. And we are strong united nation. The poet is reminding them that we are a strong united nation, and all we need is a bit of dedication. So the poet is telling that we are a very strong nation, and the only thing what we need is a bit of dedication. So I think you have understood this poem. And what is the poem meaning is actually a plea is a respect. In this poem, India stands for the nation. It means the people of India or the Indians. This poem is a plea of the poet to the nation. The poet says that we, the people of India, are proud to be a strong nation, and our roots are strong. We proudly declare that we cannot be shaken. But in India, we have many disputes and disturbances which leave us in difficult situations. The poet requests the Indians to forget the caste which makes us lose our charm. He asks us to ignore regional preferences. He requests us to take the call of the nation. The poet asks us why we spend our time arguing about things that are not important. We have to spend our time to complete great tasks which have been unfinished for a long time. The poet asks us not to take pleasure in creating problems. He questions us whether violence is needed, cheating people. He asks us who can give the mother her most loved son who was killed in violence. He asks us whether we can give back the brother of someone who have killed in violence. He questions us where the love in our hearts has gone. The poet says that there is no reason for us to be proud and happy. We have a long way to go, and we have to think seriously so we would be miserable. He asks us to throw out the bad ideas in our minds and spend our time to think piously. He suggests us that we should control the violence. If not, we have to bend our heads in shame and we will fail very badly. The poet says that we have power to win anything. So we should end up all the violence, cheating, and everything bad. He suggests us that we should unite and fight against the people who encourage violence. We should not be misled by anybody who wants to see us dead. For this, the only thing we have to do is to do everything with a bit of dedication as a strong, united nation. So, students, this is the overall summary of this poem, and I think you all have understood it. And I want you to start writing the notes of this lesson, and after writing, send me without fail, and we'll be completing the remaining part of the lesson in the next session. Thank you. Have a good day.